Chief Adewale Oladipo, the richest businessman in Lagos, lay weak on his hospital bed. His once strong voice was now soft, but his eyes were still sharp. His only daughter, Adaeze Oladipo, sat beside him, holding his trembling hand. "Ad, my daughter," he whispered, breathing hard. Tears filled Adaeze's eyes. "Daddy, don't talk too much, please." Chief Adewale shook his head. "No, I must talk. The doctors say I don't have much time. The company, Oladipo Holdings, must not die. Adaeze, it is time for you to take over." Adeze's heart pounded. She had studied business, but running her father's billion-naira empire felt like carrying a mountain. Then Chief Adewale said the words that froze her. Weakly, "But you cannot do it alone. You must get married to one of my top staff, a man who has worked in this company for years. He will help you run it and protect the legacy." Adeze's mouth dropped open. "Married? Daddy, you want me to marry someone from the company?" Chief Adewale nodded weakly. "Yes, and you must choose quickly. The board is waiting. The future of Oladipo Holdings depends on it." Adaeze held his hand tighter, her heart racing. "Daddy, who should I choose?" Chief Adewale smiled faintly. "You will know him when you see the heart of a true leader." The next morning, Adaeze walked into the company's headquarters. It was a 30-floor glass tower in the heart of Lagos Island. The staff bowed as she passed, but in her heart she was panicking. Which of these men will I marry? Who can I trust? There were three obvious choices. Mr. Bayo, the CFO, a brilliant man who handled billions, calm, calculating, and cold. Mr. Kunle, the operations director, strong, bold, always backing orders. Barrister Tunde, the charming legal advisor, smooth-talking, funny, but too perfect. Adaeze studied them all during meetings, every smile, every word, every action, but something felt off. Adaeze sat in her office, staring at a thick file. Her father's words echoed in her mind. "You will know him when you see the heart of a true leader." She decided to start with Mr. Bayo, the company's chief financial officer. He was brilliant with numbers, always calm, always polished. People called him the brain of Oladipo Holdings. Adaeze planned her first test. She called him into her office smoothly. "Good morning, madam," Bayo said, his expensive cologne filling the room. Adaeze put on a worried face and slid the confidential file across the table. "Mr. Bayo, this is a disaster. The company is about to lose millions. If the board finds out, they might remove me before I even start." Bayo glanced at the file, then smiled a little too quickly. "Don't worry, madam. Nobody has to know. I can move some of the company's funds into a private account. We will cover the loss and make it look clean. But I will need you to sign here." He pushed a paper toward her, lowering his voice. "And when your father is gone, we can both enjoy the extra money." Adeze's heart sank. Thoughtful. So this is who he really is. She leaned back in her chair and gave a small smile. "Thank you, Mr. Bayo. I will think about it." When he left, Adaeze closed her eyes. She heard her father's voice again. A leader must protect the company, not themselves. She knew then Mr. Bayo had failed the test. 2 days later, Adaeze decided to test Mr. Kunle, the operations director. He was known as a man of action, always loud, always commanding. The workers feared him. Adaeze invited him to her office. He walked in, his tall frame filling the doorway. "Madam, good afternoon. I hear you are doing well," he said with a proud grin. Adaeze leaned forward, faking panic. "Mr. Kunle, we have a crisis. The factory workers are demanding better pay and health benefits. If they go on strike, the company might shut down." So Kunle laughed loudly, slapping the table. "Better pay? Madam, don't waste your time. Sack them all. There are thousands of people outside begging for jobs. We will hire new ones who will work for half the price. That is how to save a company." Adaeze stared at him, her heart heavy. Thoughtful. Is this the kind of man my father wanted for me? Someone who sees people as tools? She forced a smile. Thank you, Mr. Kule. I will consider your advice. When he left, the office felt cold. Adaeze whispered to herself, a company is nothing without its people. He doesn't understand that. He has failed too. Adeze's last hope was Barrister Tunde, the legal advisor. He was young, handsome, and very charming. People said he could talk his way out of anything. Adaeze invited him to a quiet restaurant for lunch. Tunde smiled the whole time, cracking jokes and making the waiters laugh. Adaeze studied him carefully. After the meal, she dropped the bombshell. My father wants me to marry someone from the company, she said softly. Someone who can help me run it. Tunde's eyes lit up instantly. He leaned forward, his voice low and smooth. Then marry me, Adaeze. With my brains and your father's wealth, we will be unstoppable. Love? Ha! Love is for poor people. In business, power is love. Adaeze froze for a moment. His words cut like a knife. She forced a small laugh and said, You are very confident, barrister. Tunde winked. Confidence wins wars, my dear. With me, you will win every war. But as he spoke, Adaeze heard her father's voice in her head again. The right man will not chase the throne, he will protect it. She smiled politely and ended the lunch early. In her heart, she knew Barrister Tunde had failed as well. Adaeze sat alone in her father's massive office. The city lights of Lagos twinkled through the glass walls, but her heart felt dark. She buried her face in her hands. All three failed. The men her father had trusted for years had shown their true colors. Mr. Bayo wanted secret money. Mr. Kule wanted to crush the workers. Barrister Tunde wanted power without love. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She whispered into the empty room, Daddy, I don't know who to choose. I don't know if I can do this. The pressure felt heavy on her chest. For the first time in her life, Adaeze wished she wasn't the daughter of a billionaire. She wished she could just be normal. The clock ticked past midnight. The building was silent. She stood up slowly, ready to go home. But as she walked towards the elevator, she heard a soft humming sound. It was coming from the gate. Adaeze stepped outside. The night air was cool. At the company gate, she saw Ifeanyi, the gateman, sitting on a small wooden bench. A dim lantern flickered beside him as he ate bread and akara wrapped in old newspaper. He quickly stood when he saw her. Madam Adaeze, this kind time, you still dey work, you go kill yourself oh. Body no be machine. For the first time in days, Adaeze let out a soft laugh. She walked over and sat on the low bench beside him. Her expensive designer dress brushed the dusty ground, but she didn't care. Ifeanyi looked at her carefully. Your eyes red. You never sleep well for days. Wetin dey worry you, madam? Adaeze hesitated. Nobody in the company knew her fears, but something about the gateman's gentle voice broke her walls. My father is dying, Ifeanyi, she whispered. He wants me to marry someone from this company to help me lead it. I tested them all, and they all failed. Ifeanyi was silent for a moment. Then he said something Adaeze would never forget. Madam, sometimes the right person no dey wear fine suit. Sometimes na the one wey get heart, not title. If you wan carry this company, no carry only the money. Carry the people. Na the people be the company. His words were simple, but they hit deeper than anything Mr. Bayo, Mr. Kule, or Tunde had ever said. Adaeze stared at him through her tears. A man with no degree, no office, yet he understands leadership better than all of them. The next evening, Adaeze returned to the office late again. Her mind was still spinning. but she kept hearing Ifeanyi's words. See people, not just money. As she walked past the hallway leading to the finance department, she heard low voices behind a half-open door. She paused. It was Mr. Bayo's voice. Once the old man dies, we move fast. Adaeze is too soft. She will sign anything if we scare her. The company's money can be ours in weeks. Adaeze's stomach turned to ice. She stepped back quietly, but the heel of her shoe hit the door. It creaked. Annoyed, who's there? Mr. Bayo's voice barked. Adaeze's heart pounded. She turned to run, but almost collided with someone in the dark corridor. It was Ifeanyi, carrying a flashlight. Surprised, Madam, why you dey run like say fire dey catch you? Before she could answer, Mr. Bayo stormed out, his eyes cold. He forced a smile when he saw Adaeze. Ah, Madam, I didn't know you were here. Just late night discussions. Adaeze tried to speak, but her throat was dry. Mr. Bayo stepped closer, lowering his voice. You know, Madam, in this business, loyalty is everything. People who know too much sometimes get in trouble. Adaeze's breath hitched. His tone wasn't advice, it was a warning. Suddenly, Ifeanyi stepped forward, his tall frame blocking Mr. Bayo. His voice was calm but firm. Oga Bayo, this no be way to talk to Madam. Na her father built this place. If you want show loyalty, you show am with respect, no be fear. For a moment, the hallway was silent. Mr. Bayo's jaw tightened, but he forced a fake laugh and walked away. Adaeze leaned against the wall, shaking. Ifeanyi looked at her softly. Madam, no fear. As long as I did this gate, nobody go harm you. For the first time, Adaeze realized this man was more than a gateman. He was a shield. That night, Adaeze didn't go home immediately. She found herself sitting at the gate again with Ifeanyi under the soft light of his lantern. She told him everything she had overheard. Her voice trembled. Ifeanyi, I think Mr. Bayo wants to steal the company after my father dies and maybe hurt me if I stand in his way. Ifeanyi's eyes darkened, but his voice stayed calm. Madam, snake dey inside grass, but no worry. As long as you dey hear the sound of the grass, snake no fit bite you. Adaeze frowned. What does that mean? He smiled gently. It means you no dey alone. Me, I dey watch, and I no go allow anybody touch you or this company. Adaeze stared at him. His words were simple, but they wrapped around her heart like armor. For the first time since her father's sickness, she felt safe. The day of the announcement arrived. The entire board sat in the massive conference room. Reporters filled the back. Everyone was buzzing. Adaeze walked in. Her voice was clear. My father asked me to marry someone from this company to protect our legacy. I have made my choice. The room went silent. Mr. Bayo smiled. Mr. Kule adjusted his tie. Barrister Tunde winked. Adaeze took a deep breath. The man I choose is Ifeanyi, the gate man. Chaos. The whole room erupted. What? She has gone mad. The gate man. Even Ifeanyi himself dropped his cap in shock. Madam, me, gate man. Adaeze raised her hand. The room went quiet. When I was a little girl, my father told me something I will never forget. He said, if you want to know the true heart of a company, don't ask the men in suits. Ask the man at the gate. He sees everyone. He knows who respects people and who respects only power. Please like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel for more life-changing stories. Together, we can share lessons that save lives and futures.